Next, Kyoungmin.
Hello, everyone. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone to make here, and also I'm really grateful to be here as well. Last summer, I decided to be on the show with excitement. I was so excited that I could share my story and I could help society to change the view about mental illnesses. Um, yeah. Um, I was so excited about sharing my story, and um, I could help society to change the view about mental illnesses, which I am struggling as well. But as time goes by, I got nervous and I was very anxious. And I was afraid of being sharing my story. Sharing mental illnesses is not an easy thing. So I asked myself, Kyoungmin, why are you so afraid of it? Why are you so afraid of sharing your story? And actually, 2 days ago, I got my answer that I have stigma on my mental illnesses. I was shameful about my mental illnesses. So I changed myself. I changed my thought that I should be the first that change my perspective about my mental illnesses. So I'm here, and my name is Kyoungmin, and I'm from South Korea, and I came to Iowa for my college when I was 19. At that time, I was full of hope and dream. Maybe I was expecting very happy life as it is seen in media. So, but my reality was not. I was hard time living by myself, staying away from living far away with my family, and cultural differences, and mostly language barrier, which made me so frustrated. You might not believe, but the only thing that I could say is, "Hi, how are you? Bye." Yeah. Um, so I started to felt loneliness in my life, and I felt very insecure, and I became anxious, very nervous, and I needed help. But I did not ask for help to anyone, and I didn't know how to ask. So I was studying psychology at the time, and I learned a lot of clinical disorders, and I felt I belonged to all mental disorders that I have, which made me so frustrated. Rather than seeking out for help, I made myself isolated, and I hide myself, and I reject myself. So I made a big trouble. I dropped out of college, and I went back to Korea. Even though I spent my time with my family, I was severely depressed and anxious. And really, I had no hope in my life until I met this guy, Jesus. It was just normal, severely depressed day. I was looking down, and I was on the subway, and I ran into my old high school friend, and she recognized me, and we kept in touch after the day, and she invited me to the church. Whenever I go to church, I feel so much comfort and relaxation and peace without any worries. It took a lot of time, and with prayers, I realized that my heart, which was so closed and heart started to begin open. She just embraced me with all his heart, with all his soul, with all his strength, and with all his mind. I was saved by him in the darkness, and by his grace and forgiveness, I took a courage to come back to Iowa City. But when I came back, the hardships were still there that I have to face with. But this time, I confronted with it and I challenged myself. I started volunteering in hospital. I work with kids who goes through mental illnesses like me, and I saw a lot of kids who go through hard life situations, and I saw myself in one of those kids, and I started to understand myself. As we are all social human beings, we are all influenced by hard life situations, but it was more about our attitude, how we face those hardships. We cannot always control our situation, but we can always control our thoughts, our minds, and our behavior. And I would like to encourage everyone here to challenge negative thoughts and try new positive thinking and applying to your lives. And I would love to encourage everyone as well. You're not the only one who is battling with mental illnesses, but instead, I would recommend to open your heart. If you're willing to open your heart, you can begin to start outside of yourself and see there are a lot of supportive systems around you. It could be your family, friends, counselors, social workers, or doctors, a lot of health professions. But for me, God, who loves me so much, just I am, just the way I am. 3 years ago, I could not imagine myself standing here sharing about my story. Before I closing my show, I just want to say thank you to my friends. I could not be here without their support in prayers, in love. And also I want to say thank you to my parents in Korea and my brother. Thank you for supporting me always. And most above all, thank you so much, God, for giving your son to me and take me into the light of you that I'm not deserve. Thank you for giving me so much mercy, peace, comfort, interest, and love. I know I will stumble down again, but I trust God that you're my healer, my guider, and my living hope. And thank you so much.